Hello everybody, Thorgal here, and welcome to this little Thaumcraft special here on the FTOG Infinity Evolved Expert server. This video goes along with my server play series on this modpack, and I just recently made the arcane work table and also the research table. And to show you guys, I have not researched anything else. This is what I was given as part of just joining the world, I'm guessing. And the reason behind me making this special is that usually at this point now, when I made the thermometer, I always told the viewers, is like, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and scan a lot of stuff because this is really boring. And many other YouTubers that I watch and that are all playing here, they all do it the same way. And it's understandable because it's not exciting. But I also think that a lot of people lose interest in Thaumcraft because they might not know how to research all this stuff, you know? It can be quite cumbersome, and sometimes you just can't find information on how to get a certain aspect. So I decided in a single player world, I found out the order I want to scan to unlock all the aspects that are available in this mod pack, this version of Thaumcraft, and also with these additions. I don't know if any of these mods actually add something like exploration, tinkerer, energistics. I don't know if they add extra aspects or not. I'm guessing they do because there's a few shards you can scan. But anyway, so I only have one take I can do on this, because if something doesn't work, I cannot redo it. I also want to say that the text that we're going to get on the bottom right when you scan something, it tells you, you know, you got so and so many, or you discovered this aspect and so on. I went into the Thaumcraft config and sped that scrolling up a little bit. And also made it so instead of the last 15, it shows the last 25 items. Because I want to be able to see on the screen if we learned something new. Okay, so we'll get started with this. The first thing I would do if I were you is go to the research table and research two things first. The first one is vacuous. We don't have that yet, sorry. I'm trying here. Aqua and Terra. I got a cheat sheet in front of me. Aqua and Terra, and you're gonna see here on the bottom right that we discovered Victus. Victus is not too easy to get by scanning items, so you want to get that out of the way. And the other ones we'll get to when we are further down the line. So, you equip your thermometer. First thing I would scan is a torch, and we discovered Lux. Now, in case you're wondering how the items are stuck to the wall here, that's part of Draconic Evolution here, where you can just take an item and then actually with a key binding, just place it in the world. So you can just hang it up like that without an item frame. So we got Lux. The next one I would scan is Coal. We discovered Potentia. Also, I wanted to mention, I forgot, this is not the only way to do that. There's other ways, and there's also some items that I'm going to scan here that give us the same aspects. This is my way. And I just wanted to make something for my viewers, so if they play along, they can research and get all the aspects unlocked, because once you have everything unlocked, Thaumcraft is a lot easier. So, let's keep going. Next one is dirt. We discovered a little bit of Terra. Then I also do cobblestone, all the regular things. Right now, we're not learning anything new, but we're getting a few aspects out of the way, just so, you know, when you run around, I know I've scanned things. And the next one is also grass block, so you can scan it here. Or, of course, I can just scan this next to me, and we discovered herba. That's the first herba. And then also you want to scan some grass. See, you also get herba. And now we're going to discover arbor. Right there. That is from any kind of wood. And next is the trapdoor. That one now we discovered motus, movement. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and do a chest. Now we discovered vacuous. It's like a vacuum, I think. Alright, next one is a bowl. This one also gives us vacuous. Now, this one right here might not be easy to brew, but you want to get a potion of harming. This one now gives us mortus, the death one. Okay? And now I'm usually just scan all the different shards. This one gives us vitreous, the gem one. Then we'll do a fire shard. These are all give me the same, but I just want to get them out of the way, because of course I also want to collect aspects. Because I'm going to need them to do a bunch of research. And I'm trying to slow down here for a second, just so to make sure I don't get ahead of the text too far, so we can see new things uncover. Alright, Now the next one here is a fence that I just put here. You can research it, but this is my reminder that at this point you want to go and scan a chicken. And I just happen to have 2 chickens up here. When you scan animals and other entities, a lot of times you want to hold down shift and right click. Otherwise you're trying to interact with it. But there we go. I think we discovered 2 things. Yes. Bestia and Volatus. Flight and beast. Alright, then we'll go ahead and do... Oh, check it out. You have discovered a clue to a new research, by the way. When you see that green line over there on the right-hand side, that means that now if you go into your... Do I have my Thaumometer? Yes. If you go into your Thaumometer here, you see right there, we have a new item that we have discovered, and it should show us... Maybe? I wonder what that is actually for. I thought that you get a new entry. Oh, it's probably this, the Volatus, that just tells us it's air plus modus, or something like that. I don't know. But sometimes you also get other things in your book of things that you have not known before, like new recipes. This one, we learned Spiritus and Vinculum. That's the trap and the ghost. Now we do Netherrack. This one, we learned Infernus, that dragon-looking thing. Then Glowstone, we learned... Census, the owl. And paper, we're getting Cognito. Alright, now let's move on to the rotten flesh. This one gives us also 2, I think, yes. Humanus and Corpus. Now we do wheat. That one gives us Messis and Fames. Also 2 we didn't know yet. Then bread, we're getting the same. I just now put a bunch of food items. I don't think we're going to learn anything new, but just to show you, you know, these are kind of things that I scan when I do this. Now, Flint is going to give us Instrumentum. That's the tools. And then you can now scan Obsidian, which gives us Tenebrea. And then we go to Dandelion, which gives us... nothing new. I thought there was something. Is it the Poppy, maybe? No. Okay, we're just getting points. All right, let me give a second here. Just wait for the text to catch up. All right, let's do wool. That one's going to give us Fabrico and Panis. I'm pretty sure that I mispronounced some of them, but please forgive me. I don't think they're all real words. See, you have discovered a new clue to research. So what does that mean? Now, that was Fabrico and Panis. Fabrico... and this. I don't know what that means. Maybe one of you guys can add something in the comments and let us know what that actually means. That'd be great. Alright, this one we learned a Venomon, the poison aspect. Alright, now is one tricky one, and that is the snow. Snow in this pack, we don't have any. So I needed to actually make snow. And I found out that if you use a pure daisy... and you put water. These 4 snow blocks here wear water, okay? They turn into snow, and then you can harvest it with a shovel, and then you can make, you know, a snow block, and you can take that and put it into the Industrialcraft 2 compressor, and that will actually compress a snow block into an ice block, and that is how I got these 3. I should have probably mentioned that I'm doing this all in survival. So now we learned Gellum. We're not going to get anything new from the snowball or from the ice, I think. Okay. Now we'll do leather. We're learning Tutamen, the armor from this one. Again, a new clue. And we'll do a book. I don't think we learned anything new. Okay. Alright, now comes a tricky one because holes in this pack are hard to make. You cannot make a wooden, a stone, or an iron one. So I made a golden hole. So we can learn that and learn metal. And lucrum. Okay. And metallum, so we learned 3 of those. Yes, because it's out of gold. If it was out of stone, you would have not learned lucrum, because lucrum comes from gold, and metallum comes from any kind of metal. We would have learned that down here with the ingots and stuff. And let me go ahead and sleep real quick, just to make sure I don't get any surprises here. Just a second. Here we go. So now let's do the pickaxe. We're gonna get more... Ooh, we learned something again. Perfodio. That is the mining aspect right there. Then an axe. Nothing new there. And a shovel, I don't think nothing new there either. Okay, now the golden sword. Again, it's something you can only make out of gold. We learned Tellum and Superbia. Tellum, I guess it's weapon, and I'm guessing the Superbia is fighting. Next one we move on is a milk bucket. We learned Sano. That's the, I don't know, the healing aspect, I guess. It looks like kind of healing. Now let's go to an arrow, which would have we learned the Tellum, but we already got that from the sword. Now I usually go to armor. We're gonna learn nothing. Where did I learn Tutamin? Okay. I'm gonna have to rewatch, but that's where I usually learn it. And we also get a bunch of Fabrico and Panis. There we go. And nothing new. Let me just wait for it to catch up for a second again. Man, I sped this up to 1/3 of the usual speed. In the config, but it's still scrolling so slow. At least I kept 25 lines. Alright, so now we're gonna go to Hopper. And we learned, what is that? Machina. Okay, you can see this is a hopper actually from the side. It's just looking weird. I guess I could have placed it differently. And we also discovered permutatio from that. And now I'm really gonna just cut for a second, guys, and let this text scroll all the way down before we continue. Alright, so now the text is pretty far down there, so let's continue with a fence gate. And we should learn Iter. From that one, that's that red person on the road. Not sure what that actually represents. And right here, if we didn't have the gold sword and the gold hoe, if you do a different mod pack and you do like stone tools, now you would have learned Metallum. And on this one, we would have learned Lucrum. Now, the next one we'll move on to is an Ender Pearl. We are learning Alienis from that one. That's that far left symbol that looks like a kind of like a galaxy, I guess, to me. And then a slime ball. We learned Limus, or Limus, I guess. And then we'll do an egg, which teaches us nothing. Okay, so these are just two that both give you that Limus. And now is a little bit tricky ones here. They took me a while to figure out these ones, and I also had help from a buddy of mine. The Tainted Goo and the Taint Tendril I got from the spider farm. I have a cave spider farm, and there's sometimes infested spiders. And when you kill those, you get these little Thaumcraft spiders afterwards. And when you kill those, they have a chance of dropping those. Don't keep this in your inventory for very long, because they're gonna go away and then also infect you with taint. But if you put it in a chest or something, they stay good. And these tainted ones here, we're learning the Vitium. That's the, I guess, the taint aspect. And this one is gonna give us the same one. Okay? And now the bed is actually funny. I took me forever to figure this one out. That one gives you the Sidia. I'm not sure what that represents. I guess sleep. Alright, and now we go to a few extra shards here. Let me just find out what mods they're from. The Gluttony one is from Forbidden Magic. This one teaches us Gula. No idea what that is. The Envy shard is also from Forbidden Magic. And this one teaches us Invidia. That's that green gem looking thing in the middle. And then the Creeper head, we get Ira from. That's that red demon coming out of the fire symbol. And then the Pride shard is from also Forbidden Magic. And most of these, this one teaches us the Superbia. It looks like I already had that. I must have scanned that from one of the other ones. Oh, from the Golden Sword. We already had that one. Okay. So anyways, now there's a couple more we gotta do. And that is combining to get the last ones. The first one we want to do is Corpus and Fames. Come on, this one. And this one teaches us Luxuria. And then the next one we'll do is Motus, that's movement. And Mortus, that is death. Where are we? Oh, I must have missed it. M. There we are. And this one teaches us Exanimus. Now, this one you can also research if you scan a zombie, for example. And maybe possibly also a skeleton or a creeper if you scan those directly. But, well, I don't have any zombies nearby, so I cannot show you this. And then we have Vacuous and Ordo. So, Vacuous and Ordo. This one teaches us Tempest. And now I actually have to count here real quick. So the other one is a research one, and that is Air plus Aqua. And this one gives you Tempestus. The last one that I forgot to scan was an Ethereal Essence. That is the one that drops off wisps, and when you scan this one, you learn Aurum, that sun that you can see there in the middle of the thermometer. I already scanned it, but here it is. That is the last one. That is number 56. Altogether, you should have this many in FTB Infinity Evolved on expert mode. And I'm going to go through here real quick, page by page. So in case you count them and you're missing one, you can compare your book to this one. You can always pause the video and find out which one you are missing. And I hope this episode helps you guys with the initial scanning to get past all the initial aspects. So because once you have all these aspects now, you can go around and scan everything. You will never get the message anymore that you need to learn such and such to scan this, right? And you go around the entire world now and scan everything that you find. Now, just one little warning, for example, on this mod pack and most other mod packs by default, if you check your research table and you get to an aspect 200, okay? Any one of them. Let's say you get to 100 air. You then get diminishing returns when you scan. So that means that when you scan item X and you would get 5 of that aspect, because of the diminishing returns, you might only get 1, 2, or 3. So once you get to 100 on an aspect, don't scan force it anymore. Keep those scans, because a lot of machines, for example, when you scan them, they give you huge amounts. So that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope this finds you helpful. And please comment down in the video if you find any other or have any other tips that you want to share with us. And in case you know what that means, that some research has been unlocked in your book, what does that mean? Especially if only the aspects here are blinking and nothing else. Anyways, until the next time, take care, stay safe, and bye-bye.